Hello everyone. So, I am here with a new lecture of National Tobacco Control Program. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the burden of the tobacco use, and then we will discuss about the components, implementation of the program, and then we will see what are the objectives associated with it. So, let us start with the burden of tobacco use. Now, the use of tobacco is associated causing many of the diseases. Yes. So, major risk factor will see there is a emerge of cancer, okay, oral cancer especially, cardiovascular diseases, okay, the person who is taking the tobacco, they are prone with the cardiovascular diseases, heart attack, yes, heart diseases, diabetes could be one of the disease, chronic lung disease, and if person is with disease, okay, with all of problems which I have told you, there could be a serious complications. Okay. So, diabetes, chronic lung disease, stroke, infertility could be there, blindness, tuberculosis infection can be emerged. So, the latent TB it can be emerged, oral cavity. Okay. So, there will be complications with oral cavity as well. So, these are some of the complications or some of the diseases which are under the major risk factor. Okay. 50% of the cancers in male and 20% of cancers in the females, it is seen with the use of tobacco. Yes, that is why we are saying it is a burden. 40% of the tuberculosis and other related diseases are seen just because there is the damage of the respiratory tract. So, the person will prone for other infections. Okay. Economic cost, of course, there will be diseases, it will affect on the economic value as well. Okay. It will increase the burden on the this economy. So, economic cost attributed to tobacco use in 2011 for persons aged 35 to 65 is rupees nearly we can see, okay, approximately in this crores. Loss to environment such as deforestation, okay, there will be use, there will be cause of the population, there will be litter formation, okay, forest fires are there. Okay. So, these are some of the major things or events we will see with the use of tobacco, and what are the benefits if we will see after quitting of tobacco. So, you will be surprised by this the points here. In 8 hours it will quit the tobacco, in 8 hours oxygen levels return to normal. Yes. Then in 24 hours after quitting of tobacco, risk of heart attack begins to decrease. Yes. So, there are many benefits. Okay. In 72 hours, means within 3 days, yes, lung function improves after quitting of tobacco, and in 1 to 9 months what will happen? Coughing and shortness of breath will decrease. So, the person if suffering from this, the person will see the changes in this coughing and shortness of breath. Okay. So, ultimately the person will be benefited. Okay. In 12 months means 1 year, what will happen after quitting of tobacco? The risk of heart disease is half as compared to the tobacco user. In 5 years stroke risk is reduced. So, there are many benefits we will see. Yes. So, now after that see there are some other benefits as well. In 10 years what will happen? Risk of lung cancer is less than half as compared to tobacco user. What happens in 15 years? See, after quitting the tobacco in 15 years we will see risk of heart disease is similar to the person who never smoked. Okay. Then reduce the risk of diseases attributed to tobacco use. So, the diseases like TB, the emerge of TB, the cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, okay, and so many other complications as well, they will be reduced, the risk will be reduced. Reduced healthcare expenditure. This is very important, yes. So, the expenditure will be reduced, means more money for other essential expenditures. Okay. And of course, if it is we are quitting it, so become a role model for children as well as for the society. Okay. Now, see India, where the India lies here. So, India is the second largest producer of tobacco and consumer of tobacco, and variety of forms of tobacco use is unique to India. Yes. Apart from the smoked forms that include like cigarettes, BD, cigars, a plethora of these smokeless forms are also available. Many forms of smokeless forms of these tobacco is available in India. So, there is a burden of use of tobacco in India, and there are so many benefits we have discussed. There is a need required for forming one act, okay, for the use of cigarette and other tobacco products. So, there is a comprehensive tobacco control legislation. The act is the Cigarettes and Other Tobacco Products Act, and under this there is a prohibition on the advertisement and regulation of the trade and commerce of those of the product, the production of it, the supply of these of the product and the distribution of these products. Okay. So, these are under this act, and this was launched in 2003, passed by the Parliament in April of 2003 and notified in the Gazette nearly to the 25th of February 2004. Yes. So, see next after it is the important provisions under this act, the Cigarette and Other Tobacco Products Act. Under this there is a prohibition of smoking in the public places. Okay. Then prohibition of direct and indirect advertisement of these products, means the cigarette or some other products related with it. Then there is a prohibition of the sale of cigarette, yes, and other tobacco product to a person who is below the age group of 18 years. Then there is a prohibition of sale of tobacco products near the educational institutions. So, these are some of the provisions which are under the Cigarette and Other Tobacco Products Act. Other points here in this act is the mandatory depiction of statutory warnings. Okay. And these warnings include some pictorial warnings related with the use of the products. Okay. So, what will happen after the use of the product? So, we will see like there is a pictorial of the cancers, oral cancers associated with the use of tobacco packs or with associated products. Okay. There is a mandatory depiction of tar or nicotine contents along with the maximal permissible limits on the tobacco packs. So, there is a one thing is written on the packs is one is the warning, yes, statutory warnings, or in the pictorial form these warnings are there, and we have to also notify about the nicotine content or the tar content, what is the maximal permissible limit of the use of these products on these packs. Okay. Now, see the rules related to the prohibition of smoking in public places. It came into force in 2008. Okay. As per the rules, it is mandatory to display smoke free signage at all public places. Okay. So, there is some mark we have seen at the public places, no smoke, yes, smoke is not allowed. So, these type of signage are required at the public places. Labeling and packaging rules are mandating the depiction of the warnings I told you. Okay. So, these came into force, means the labeling or packaging, this thing came into force in 2009. Now, what do you mean by National Tobacco Control Program? So, this National Tobacco Control Program, in order to facilitate the implementation of tobacco control laws to bring about greater awareness about the harmful effects of the use of tobacco or related products, and to fulfill the obligations under WHO, World Health Organization framework, Convention on Tobacco Control. Government of India has launched one program which is known as National Tobacco Control Program in the 11th 5-year plan, and this 5-year plan came in 2007 to 2008. Yes, initially it was on a pilot phase, means it is not implemented on whole of the area, but the small areas they have taken under this program, that is known as a pilot phase. So, pilot phase was launched in the starting, it is launched in 16 districts, which is covering nearly 9 states, and we will see right now. So, it now covers 42 districts in 21 states in the countries. Okay. Now, see the other components of National Tobacco Control Program are monitoring and evaluation, including surveillance. Example, adult tobacco survey. Okay. So, by this survey we will get to know how many adults are using tobacco, or they have the habit of using any form of smokeless or smoking these products. Yes, dedicated tobacco control cells for effective implementation and monitoring of anti-tobacco initiatives. Okay. So, there should be tobacco control units, and they are working on the primary level, they are working on the secondary or tertiary level as well. Okay. They will control for the effective implementation and monitoring the activities regarding this. Yes, the monitoring the activities of anti-tobacco initiatives. Okay. Training of health and social workers or non-government organization, the school teachers in this area, so that they can provide this information to direct public. We will talk about the teachers, they can provide the information or disseminate the information to the children's. Okay, regarding the harmful effects of the use of the products, so that of course then only will achieve our program benefits. Yes, then school programs and provision of tobacco cessation facilities. So, there should be a cessation facilities as well, because these are some of the products which will cause the withdrawal symptoms as well. Okay. So, if anyone will stop, there will be withdrawal symptoms. So, to stop this or to cessate it, means the stopping of tobacco, there should be a proper plan. Okay, there should be proper facility regarding it. Now, see NTCP, a National Tobacco Control Program, it is implemented through a 3-tier structure. Okay. So, on the top we will see National Tobacco Control Cell, NTCC. It is working at central level. Below of it there are some control units which are working on the state level. So, State Tobacco Control Cell at state level. Below of it we will see third number, we will see District Tobacco Control Cells. They are working at district level. Yes. So, there is also a provision of setting up of tobacco cessation services at district level, and if they are working in an integrated way, of course will reduce the use of tobacco in public. So, this is one of the pictorial. On the very below we will see District Tobacco Control Unit. These units are working on the districts. District nodal officers are there. Yes, psychologists and counselors are there. They will provide the counseling. So, we have used one term BCC. Yes, means behavioral change communication, and IEC, information, education and communication. These things are provided by the psychologist and counselor about the use of tobacco, how to quit it. Yes, social workers are there. Yes, on the district level, they are providing the information, they are doing the campaigns, okay, for the public, and data entry operators. So, what the data entry operators are doing, they are taking the datas, they are taking who are actually involved with the use of tobacco, and how many of them are approaching voluntarily, okay, and how many are quitting it, what are the ways by which they are quitting it. Okay. So, these are some of the important data required, they are done by the data entry operators. Okay. So, control units are working on the district level. Then above it we will see the state tobacco control unit, they are working on the state level and they are controlled by the state nodal officer. Yes, program assistant are there, data entry operator are there. Okay. So, monitoring all of the datas. For every program, how we will get to know the program is actually we are achieving all of the points we did or we made in the objectives. This is only by the use of the datas we are getting. Yes. So, tracking the data, monitoring the data, evaluating the data is only the means by which we are getting, yes, we are doing good. Yes. After that, on the above we will see there is a national level control units. So, national level tobacco control unit are working on the national level. So, all of the information from the district and state, that will go to the national level. Yes, and then if it is required to implement the program further, it is done by the national authority. Now, we will see the major achievements of the national tobacco control program. So, see, the prevalence of tobacco use has reduced by 6 percentage points from 34.6 to 28.6. Okay. So, we will see the trends of the use of tobacco. We have achieved here the reduction of 6%. Okay. During the period of 2009 to 10 to 2016 to 17. Yes. So, this is our achievement. The number of tobacco users has reduced by about 81 lakh or 8.1 million. Yes. Second, we will see the government launched the National Tobacco Cessation quit line services. Yes. So, if anyone voluntarily want to stop the use of tobacco, what the person will do, they can call on this number. Yes. So, there is a quit line services, they are providing some counseling or how to control it, how to stop, okay, how to stop the use of tobacco. So, this is basically aims to guide tobacco addicts to quit tobacco, which I told you. Yes, how to stop the tobacco. There is some plan, because if someone will stop it abruptly, there are some withdrawal symptoms. Okay. So, it is very difficult to stop it at abrupt. There should be a proper plan, there should be a proper strategy how to reduce it. Okay. So, there is one number which is launched by the government, and the number you can see on these slides as well. Now, see other achievements, large specified health warnings on tobacco products. Okay. So, in the previous also I told you the act on the cigarettes and the use of the other products, as well as the National Tobacco Control Program. There should be, under both of these things, we have seen there should be warnings. These warnings should be on the products. Okay. So, health warnings on tobacco products, which is covering nearly 85% of both sides of the principal display, and the tobacco product packs. So, if you'll see these packs of the tobacco products, you will get to know about what is written here, and the inclusion of quit line number. Okay. So, the government has also included the quit line number here. The number here is written in the specified health warning for creating awareness, and these things are useful for the creating the awareness among the tobacco users and give them access to the counseling and effect on the behavior change, okay, regarding the use of tobacco. Now, there is a one M cessation initiative. Okay. M cessation initiative is being supported by Ministry to support tobacco users towards successful quitting through text messages. So, with the use of mobile, okay, anyone can text, yes, I want to quit it, then they can quit it, yes, and they will get some information or counseling how to quit for the drug users or for the tobacco users, yes. Now, see, regulation of the use of cigarettes and other tobacco products in films and TV programs. Okay. So, the advertisement we can see on the TV regarding the use of the tobacco products. Okay. Then acceded to the protocol to elimination illicit trade in tobacco products under the Article 15 of WHO. Okay. Now, a government also has given the advisory to ban some electronic nicotine delivery system. So, we have smokeless as well as smoking form of tobaccos, and there are some electronic nicotine delivery systems as well, which is known as ENDS. They are including like e-cigarettes, there are some heat not burn type cigarettes. Okay. These devices are there, then vaporizers are there, then e-shish is also one of the form of electronic nicotine delivery systems, then e-nicotine flavored hookahs are there, and the like devices that enable nicotine delivery except for the purpose in the manner and to extent as may be approved under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. So, there is a ban, okay, issued by the advisory on the use of electronic nicotine delivery systems, which are given in many of the forms which we have discussed. Establishment of the National Tobacco Testing Laboratories, yes, this is also one of the major achievements. Then we have enacted the prohibition of electronic cigarettes, the production of it, the manufacturing of it, importing, okay, importing from other countries, and exporting means to give it to the other country and other countries or other places to export it. Transportation of it, sale and distribution, storage or advertisement of it, it should be enacted properly. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope this is clear to all of you about the National Tobacco Control Program. We'll meet in the next session with a new lecture.